You live in London, so I want to know, do you get recognized more there or here? Like, what's that like?
I would say, do you know, it's a bit of both. You get I would say it's probably a bit more extreme in London. I got a very random thing recently which I was at an event and this girl came up to me and she said, will you draw on me?
Draw,
and I was like, okay, and she shoved this pen in my hand. She said, I want you to draw Picket, which is this kind of little stick insect from Fantastic Beasts. Will you draw Picket on my arm? I literally had a biro and I was being sort of pulled off in one way and I did a kind of quick scribble like this. And then I was shown a photo a couple of days later and this girl had gone and had it tattooed.
She had it tattooed?
Yes.
So now you're a tattoo artist?
I mean, which is only horrifying because had I known that was going to be indelibly on her skin for the rest of her life, I might have paid a bit more attention. It looks like a sort of...
I mean, but it's a one of a kind. Okay, I do got to ask you this. If she came back and asked you to autograph her skin, would you do it? Because it's your art.
I mean, for sure I would.
You would?
But I'm sure she wouldn't after she's got that horrific thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Halloween. Is Halloween as big in the UK as it is here?
It's very different in the UK. Like in
How
the
so?
UK, Halloween is really an excuse for children to get dressed up either as a wizard or a witch. Whereas, from my experience, the few times I've been in the States for Halloween, it's like your excuse to get dressed up as anything. Like anything you could ever want to be or do. But slowly it's coming into the UK more strongly, and that whole trick-or-treating and, you know, going out and demanding sugar from people is definitely catching on.
Just don't do it in Chicago, because it gets cold, baby, that's for sure. So I hear you're fascinated with Leona Lewis.
It's true.
Tell me about that.
Well, I mean, as I say, I was like a massive, you know, pop idol, it was called, over with us, and then like X Factor. I was an addict to all of those shows.
Yeah,
and I think the stakes are so high, I don't know how the hell you did it. But Leona Lewis was just dumbfounding. She's was
amazing.
Like, she had this like gentle, quiet, like kind persona, and then she would come on every week, and I'd watch with my flatmates at the time, and she'd always come on without her shoes on. And this like other human being would come, and this voice that was just undeniably amazing. So I now, to this day, occasionally, normally when I'm sort of like quite sort of drunk and feeling sort of nostalgic and emotional, we'll go down what I call the Leona Lewis YouTube hole and go and look at all of her auditions.
That's what you do with your favorite artist, right?
I completely agree.
I totally understand. Okay, and then one of your favorite karaoke songs, is it her song, like Bleed for Love, or what's your karaoke song? I
mean, my karaoke song, only when I'm really drunk, you know, like...
Oh, then you get the courage?
Otherwise, I tend to stick to her version of Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Okay.